Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage. And that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Jaguars had 1-7 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football?
Here we go.
If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Garoppolo on first down. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. after the big play on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now Pickett. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw, Pickett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And down he'll go at the 25.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is A lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their position.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive.
It's an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
21-0, our score after 1. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Complete to number 19. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
11.
Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Touchdown Raiders. Albert Okuwebunam. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21 yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off play action. Jones. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones off the play fake. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Raiders 48.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henry running right, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Henry up the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. This will go to Henry out wide. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Rolling to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They go play action here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. From the 22, Pickett. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Raiders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jags are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football. Might
have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Again to Henry. Oh, there he does it again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pickett back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pickett. Incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Down the sideline he goes, finding space at the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Pickett on fourth down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the